Hola, Art Fam! Today we're going to do a wonderful classic winter project, paper snowflakes. We're going to fold up some paper and add a snowflake design and then cut it out. Snowflakes are so interesting, you guys. What they are is frozen raindrops. When each little drop of rain freezes in the air, it turns into a special, unique design every time. All snowflakes are different. It's so cool. Another awesome thing about snowflakes is that they have something special called radial symmetry, a pattern in a circle. If you look at our paper snowflakes when they're done, you can see that it has the same pattern all the way around the circle. That's radial symmetry. Lots of other things in our world have radial symmetry too, like flowers and starfish and oranges, and lots of different plants also have radial symmetry, just like our snowflakes, a pattern in a circle. Awesome, we've learned a lot already. Let's make our paper snowflakes. Get yourself a piece of paper and turn it the horizontal side to side way. And then pick one of the top corners. Either one will work, either top corner. Grab it and pull it down towards the bottom of the paper. What we want is this line right here to match up with this line of the paper. So we gotta scooch it down a little more, little more, little more. Stop. That'll do. When it's in the right place, hold it down with one hand and crease it with the other. Oh boy, a lot of work already, but we can do this. Next, we're going to need a pair of scissors. We're going to cut off the rectangle hanging off the triangle right on the line. So hold your paper in one hand and cut right on the line of the triangle with your other hand. Yay! Okay, you can get rid of the rectangle you just cut off, but keep your triangle. Keep it folded up. We're about to fold it in half again. So rotate or turn your triangle so that the folded side is on the bottom. See? All the other sides on top are open. The folded closed side is on the bottom. Now we're going to take one side of our triangle and carry it over to the other to fold it in half. We want this line to match up with this line, and the corner to match up nicely too. Once it's matched, hold it down with one hand and crease the paper with the other. Now we have an even smaller triangle. Let's turn the triangle upside down so that it looks like this. Now what we're going to do is get a pencil and we're going to draw a line right down the middle of this triangle from the tip to the top. So get your pencil and draw a straight vertical up and down line from the tip of the triangle up to the top. That's the middle. Now we're going to do our last two folds. Grab one side of the triangle and fold it past the middle line, just by a little bit. And then crease it. Make sure it's still really pointy at the bottom. Oh boy, now we need to do one more fold on this line right here. We're going to take this side of our paper and bend it over that line. Tight, tight, tight. Hold it down while we crease. Right now our paper almost looks like maybe a fox head with two pointy ears at the top. And what we've got to do is cut those ears off. Sorry, Mr. Fox, we're going to turn you into a little triangle. So we're going to take our scissors, right where the fox ears start to grow, we're going to cut them off. What you should have is a little triangle again, but it's all folded up this time and ready to cut into a snowflake. Put the triangle so that the arrow is pointing at you, and then draw a bubble above the point. Your bubble can look any way you want, but start it on the edge, above the point, and then draw a line that's maybe curvy or bumpy or zigzagged or square, and draw a big bubble that goes up and around to the other side. Now look, I didn't touch the point of the arrow at all. I started my line above the point and drew a big weird bubble that went all the way across to the other side. Here's some other ideas for snowflake designs. Remember, don't start at the point, start above the point at the bottom and draw a line to create a bubble. This is a different kind of bubble, isn't it? I'm using zigzags and corners. And then the bubble ends on the other side of the triangle. I didn't touch the point at all. I'm leaving the point alone. One more thing you could try are shapes growing out of each side of the triangle. I draw lines for the shape that start on the same side and finish on the same side. So here's a few different ideas for designs for your snowflake. Next, we're going to need our scissors and we are going to cut out our bubble. Keep your triangle all folded up. Hold the paper in one hand while you drive your scissors all around the line. Remember, the line that we drew is like the road, and we want to steer our scissors to stay on the road and drive all the way around it. We need to cut around all the twists and turns, and we need to watch our fingers too. Keep your fingers out of the way of those chomping scissors. And once you've completed your little road trip, you can get rid of the scraps that fall off and then carefully, slowly unfold your beautiful snowflake to see what it looks like. It's almost always a surprise. I love it. Let's see how the other ones turn out. So I'm going to get my scissors, thumb through the small hole, other fingers through the big hole. I'm going to start at the end of the road and I'm going to cut and steer all the way around this crazy bubble. Once it's all cut out, throw away the scraps and carefully unfold your snowflake to see what this one looks like. Whoa, this one looks completely different, but I really like it. Let's see how to cut out the snowflake if you drew shapes growing from both sides of the triangle. These are going to be a bunch of little short road trips. So there's one, road trip over, cut out the shape. Let's do the next shape. Let's drive the scissors around this little road trip. Around and this way and curving and wow, this one's a toughie. Let's get around it. I'm starting from the edge of the paper and cutting all the way around each shape. Now I can get rid of my little scraps left over and slowly, carefully open up this snowflake. I bet this one's gonna be different too. Yup, it looks totally different and unique, just like a real snowflake. I wonder how many different types of snowflakes you can make. I'm so excited to see.